Okay, so this is the entire contents of my backpack laid out on the table here. First thing you'll notice, what I've done is taken this. This is a like a 2 liter, almost a 2 liter water bottle that you can actually cook on or in, because it is completely stainless steel. Inside that, I've got it stuffed with shit. A whole bunch of these little fire starter jobbies, spork, another fire jobber, knife sharpener, camp soap, pulley for hanging my food up, bear protection, or who knows what else. Some metal wire, snares, what have you, repairing stuff. A little bit of extra paracord, don't know why, but it's in there. There's the contents of that right there. Now the next thing you'll notice is that I try my best to pack things inside of things to make room. So then I've got this cup, it's a metal cup that I can use for whatever. Inside that, some black tape. I meant to put some duct tape in here. This little thing I picked up, it's like a little bivy sack that reflects your heat, just for in case it gets cold up here in the old Canada. So as I get rid of these things, the cup, the bivy sack, the water bottle, this is really hard to do with a handheld camera in one hand, but I'm doing my best. Little sharpening thing, I think a Gerber makes that, yeah, it's pretty neat. Got rope, tape, these little guys, got these Amount Equipment Co-op, wet fire, supposed to be good for 2 years if you keep them sealed, just to assist with fire starting. Camp soap, camp suds, you can do anything with it, wash dishes, your hair, your face, your hands. Spork, titanium, picked that up the other day, pretty pleased about that. Pulley, the wire, my Silva compass, had this for many years, it's great. Emergency blanket, pretty compact, pretty small, still got the packaging on there. I could take that off, that might save a bit of space. Some tin foil, good for any number of reasons. A signal mirror, I know they make these smaller, but they're I think they're pretty valuable. This one's fairly big, had it for many years as well. Sorry about this delay in filming. Okay, what else? SAS Survival Guide, Pocket Edition, just in case I don't know everything, it might be nice to be able to read something out there. A signal flare, had that for many years. It's probably expired, but I'll take my chances and hope that it still works should I need to pull it. My Leatherman Wave multi-tool. This baby I've had for a long time. They probably have a newer, better model, but I really like the Wave, the Leatherman Wave multi-tool. It's great. Served me well. The leather case. Just picked up the inserts here, the two flaps. There's two of these, and they have a variety of bits that fit in it. Don't know what use that would have in the woods, other than repairing something, I guess. That baby, it's been good to me. That's pretty much a gotta bring it no matter what kind of thing. My Gerber axe. This little baby is covered in paracord, and 550 paracord. Has a saw and a handle down here, which you probably have seen it. There's lots of reviews on the Gerber axe. So there it is, or I guess it's a hatchet. This here is a little lantern. You can get these at Mountain Equipment as well. and they do a pretty nice job of lighting up a tent or area. They don't necessarily keep you that warm, although they do add to the ambient heat inside of a tent pretty nicely. And the replaceable candles, I think they have something like an 8-hour burn time, and the candles cost like $1 or $2 for a new one, so whatever. Ziploc bag containing a sponge, but this is more of an industrial scrubber sponge that I could use to polish a blade or do dishes. Steel wool that I could use to clean shit up or start a fire, I guess. Bandana. 2 lengths of paracord. Those are probably each just under 100 feet. I've cut off them a few times to make things like that bracelet, but just less than 100 feet each probably. So there's a couple 100 feet of paracord. A garbage bag orange. This little tarp, I forget the dimensions of this thing, but it's the Integral Sill Tarp. I got turned onto this by watching a guy, I forget his name on YouTube, but he was doing a solo hike through Algonquin Park, solo canoe trip rather, and he had this tarp, and I thought, damn, that looks awesome. So I picked one up. Was not cheap, but as far as tarps go, that's a pretty small, light unit, and much better than carrying those big old plastic tarps that you buy at hardware stores, right? My fuel bottle for my stove, it's full right now. I keep the plunger in it. Why not? My Caladyne Hiker Pro water purifier in its original pouch with not a whole lot of extra stuff in there. I think I'll open it up for you. Yeah, the stove, the hoses, paperwork, the other hose, that's the intake hose in a Ziploc with sponge and lubrication, probably some O-rings in there and whatever. That's the whole kit that comes with it anyway. The Caladyne, this is off this thing. This is the MSR water bladder. This is the first one of these I've ever owned. I'd never bought into them before, but I've been noticing some of my friends utilizing them, and they looked pretty good. It fits inside of my backpack fairly nicely from what I can tell. This is the other cap, so that part unscrews. I just keep it with the water purifier. Chances are pretty good I'd be pumping. Well, that's the nice thing about this water purifier. It can connect directly to this thing, and also to that water bottle and any other Nalgene type water bottles that are out there. Yeah, that black bit right there plugs directly into this, and I can fill it. I don't know if you know this, but when you're standing at the edge of a river and you've got your pump, you know, with the hoses, one hose in the water, one hose in your water bottle, and you're pumping away, and it takes 2 hands to pump. It's very hard to maintain your balance, not get a soaker or fall in the river, and also hold your water jug, your pump, the hoses, and pump it. You need about 6 hands to do it, so anything that I can do to relieve that is great. And so thus having this little adapter that fits on and goes directly into that or into that means I don't have to hold it, and I love that. So that's the water purifier. I'm a big fan of these. I had an older one. It was a little bit bigger. It kept me rocking for years, and I had to get a new one only because I feel like here in Canada, at least when I'm up in the mountains, I can pump from anywhere and drink it without any problem. So maybe if I was somewhere else in the world with various bad things in the water, I might not do that. Here is a crumpled up rain parka. I think that's a good thing to have. It can also be used, I guess, for any other reason. This is a little shovel I got off eBay from China. It is light and small. It is, I think, the smallest little fold-up shovel I think I've ever seen. I did that up there. We go. Comes in a cheap-ass canvas-y, plastic-y camo case that looks almost like it's been used before. This thing's brand new. But for $1, I got this for $1 off eBay from China. So, and you'll see the duct tape all around the edges. It came dull as hell, the pick and the shovel portion. So I used my work sharp and sharpened the hell out of it. So I put the tape on there just to protect it from me or anything else from getting cut. But anyway, this is about the smallest shovel I've ever seen. I've seen a bunch of other fold-up shovels that are maybe double the size of this one. So I'm kind of liking that this one's really small. Been thinking about what I can jam down in this handle, maybe some cotton for starting fires. Not sure, but it's always an option. I love stuffing things into other things as much as I can because it makes everything pack up tighter and smaller. So there's that. Tent pegs, extra fabric, some special glue that came with my tent. I'm not going to open that up. They're the little aluminum tent pegs. It's also got a post, metal post in case you bend or break a tent leg, whatever, and it's supposed to support it. That's got some heft, but you know, you need the tent pegs for hanging up tarps. Or for pitching your tent in windy or crazy conditions. We talked about the MSR thing, or the MSR, I forget what they call these things, water holder, backpacky thing, bag, whatever. Been out for years. I never bothered with them, but I'm going to give her a shot. Thermarest, this one's really old. I just don't want to invest more money on a new one. They're quite expensive, and this one seems to be doing pretty well, though it is kind of big. Haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to the camera. Sorry guys, been trying to do this. So anyway, there's the Thermarest. You kind of need it. I like being off the ground as much as I can. So this is a El Cheapo first aid kit. Picked that up, I don't know where, Canadian Tire. I haven't even really looked inside it, but whatever it came with is in it. And it's not heavy, but it is kind of big. My tent, which is a Nunatak Mountain Equipment Nunatak from about 1996, and it still does pretty good job. I just treated it the other day with water. They say it's a 4-person tent. It might be a little bit big for my needs, but it's all I have, and I don't really want to spend more money on another tent till this one completely dies. So there's that. It's fairly bulky, fairly heavy. The tent poles, they're all like aluminum and supposedly lightweight. You need those for the tent. My sleeping bag, which is another Mech Mountain Equipment Signet, I think it's called. It's from a few years ago too. It's kind of losing its loft a little bit, and it's not as good as it used to be, but it's there, and it's what I have, and it's inside of a green compression / waterproofy kind of lightweight material, sill nylon. Seems to be the new thing with camping gear, so there's that. This is the thing that concerns me the most, and I'll tell you why, if I can get a good angle for you here. This is my pot cooking set, and what we got is this thing. I bought it because I thought it looked cool as like a kettle-y type of a thing, and inside it it's just stuffed with shed. I've got, that's just to sort of protect the inner area, more cotton, matches, a lighter, more matches, a fire starter. This is the Bear Grylls one. It's like a liquid that you put down and lights up really well with some tinder. That's a good way to start a fire. Put that lid on. So it's got the handles that swing out, and they're laminated for more comfort. Or Primus, I don't know what the hell is Litec, Primus Litec. Anyway, I just thought that'd be a cool way to cook up something or what have you. So there's that. The problem I'm having, I'll leave that out just so you can see this. Set this down for a second. This is the windscreen for my stove. This is the rest of my pots. Oh, this is another one of those sill tarp, pack, rat, sill surface stack, 5 liter, blah blah blah, super light. Okay, this is my MSR pot set, lid, handle, matches. This is my parts kit for my Primus stove. I wanted my stove to fit in here, it just didn't fit. Thought that would have been cool. It does, however, fit in there, and here it is, my little Primus stove, multi-fuel, omni-fuel I think they call it, and the tool for it, and some kind of a, fuck, what'd that come off of? That looks important. I'll have to figure that out later. So there's everything. There's the contents of my backpack, and there's the backpack. It's a Mountain Equipment Ibex 65, I think they call it. So far I'm liking it. Hasn't let me down. Seems to be good. Anyway, so folks, tell me what you think I can do. What I wanted to do was get all this fit together as one unit, but they just don't go together. This thing won't fit well with that thing, and again, you can see I pack everything inside of everything, so as much as I can to save space. Let me know what you think I can get rid of, and hopefully you can help me, because I feel like I'm carrying too much weight, and I'd like to limit it a little bit. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Your comments will be greatly appreciated. Cheers.